lot to be said for calisthenics, lightweight in 1,000,000 reps. No, there really isn't. I made this video about how apparently I don't look like I've been going to the gym for 7 years, but it was never my goal to be that bulky or big, and that's why people think I don't look like I've been training that long. To be fair, I kind of look like I have a body that you would get from calisthenics, but I actually didn't use calisthenics to get it. I just lifted weights until I was happy with how big I was, and then I stopped trying to get bigger. Because here's the thing, calisthenics is very cool. It's an art, it's a skill, it's very difficult. But if you're trying to build muscle, it's not the most efficient way to do it because it gets very complex and challenging to do something called progressively overload. And I'm not going to bore you with the science, but here's what you need to know. You need to be doing a few things to build muscle. The first, most important, is inducing something called mechanical tension or applying mechanical tension to your muscles. So your muscle fibers, when they are in this state, which basically means there's force going through them at a certain degree, usually, always towards the end of sets. So when you're getting to something called failure, you might have heard, or you have reached failure, your muscles are experiencing a lot of mechanical tension. And that is the force that ultimately leads to growth later. So when you're doing high reps, sure, you can get to a state where you fail and therefore have had mechanical tension in your muscles, and that's great. It's just going to take you a really fucking long time. Like this whole high reps versus low reps versus what's the best rep range, it's mostly bullshit. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that your muscles experience enough mechanical tension. The problem is that if you do really high reps, you're going to be there for ages because it's going to take you ages to get to failure and induce that. And then there's something called progressive overload. This means that you can keep applying the same degree of mechanical tension to your muscles over time. In other words, you make the movement harder each week or each time that you do that movement so that your muscles continue to receive the stimulus because they will have got stronger since the last time that you did it. So that means more weight, more reps, making it harder in some way because your body has adapted and it can now cope with the stress that you put it under last time. Now, if you combine all of those things, it's the fundamentals that are required to actually build muscle. Swinging from bars, it's just going to be very, very difficult to do that in a controlled way. It's not to say that you can't, it's just to say it's not efficient.